Hello everyone, we are from Group 7. We'll explain chapter 10 of the book. It's about using visual aids in presentation. My name is Dewi Yudhi Adnyani as the first speaker, Angga, Dudi, Adnyana as the second speaker, and Putu Sumartini as the last speaker. The first material is about using visual aids in presentation. Visual aids are items of a visual manner, such as image, video, flip chart, and etc. that usually used in presentation. Visual aids have several functions. The first one is maintain audience interest. So visual aids will make your presentation more interesting. It can create enthusiasm toward the audience. The second one is the audience to understand the information. So visual aids will make the audience will help the audience to get the whole information of your material, because visual aids provide an illustration of the material in a simple way, so the audience will be easier to understand your presentation. And the second one is make a point memorable. It means that visual aids can help the audience to remember longer the point that you present, because visual aids provide an illustration so that you can deliver the point in a simple way which is easier to remember, rather than a long and complex explanation that will be quite difficult for the audience to remember a long and complex explanation. Visual aids have several types. The first one is video. Video can increase audience interest because there is changing in terms of activity from listening to watching, so it can reduce audience boredom. And the second one is video can support the point that you deliver. Video can emphasize the message that you convey to the audience. And the last one, video can reach a large number of audiences. So by using video, is not only suitable for a small audience but also a large audience, because the audience on the back still can see the video that you provide to watch. So but in using video, make sure that you use an appropriate video that exactly support your point. So the selection of the video to use as visual aids in presentation is really appropriate in order to support and emphasize your point. The next types of visual aids will be explained by Angga, Dudi. Thank you.
Okay, my name is Angga Dudi Adnyana, and I will present you about the flip chart. Flip chart is a small board that the presenter usually brings to demonstrate their material. Why? Because it is suitable to use in a small audience or the small rooms. But when the presenter use it in the large room or huge amount of audience, the audience that sit in the back side of the room will hard to see the flip chart. So the flip chart just use in the small, just suitable use in the small room that contain a small amount of audience, and then providing visual summaries to enhance understanding. The flip chart will contain the material with a visual that that illustrate what are the material illustrate about. So with this flip chart, the audience will easily understand by imagine what are the presenter tell the audience by using the flip chart that containing with a visual of the material. And then the flip chart is expensive to purchase. So because of this flip chart is used in the small room that with small audience, the presenter will not cost a lot of money to bring this flip chart. And then the next material is object for demonstration. Object for demonstration is really needed to demonstrate what are the material. So the object will help the presenter illustrate what are the material tell about to the audience. But if the presenter cannot handle the object or cannot use the object correctly, it can be a distraction to the audience. When we are using the object, we should know how the presenter located the object by positioning. Because if the object is not located not in a good way, so the audience will hard to see the object. And then we should know that the presenter should use a show and tell method, because with show and tell method, the audience will have a better look with the object. The show and tell method, the presenter will showing the object from one side to another side of the audience. And then pointers and pointers pen are a good tool when you are working in a large room, so that the presenter usually use the pointer as a weapon to make the audience focus on his material. So that for the example, when the audience is not focused with the presenter, so the presenter will use the pointer to distract the focus of the audience, so that the audience will focus with the presentation that in unharmed way. So that's all about me. The next presentation will be taught by my friend.
Do's and don'ts in using visual aids. First one is do's. There are 3 do's that you have to wear on this manner. Wash your shoulders, Second one, watch your body position, and then the last one is watch those speakers. And about those, there are 3 don'ts that we have to be aware. The first one, do not forget to practice with the remote. Do not prepare too many slides. And the last one, do not forget to show up early. For the first one is watch your shoulders. So when you're working in a large room with the monitors on the floor in front of you, often the only way to see your slide turn and face them. However, this turn can be a bit tricky because too often when we make the turn, we turn our entire body and also head. Try being aware of this and simply turn from your shoulder. No matter how hard you try, if you are trying to sneak a peek at your slide for your own preference, do it quickly and try to make it look like you are drawing the audience attention to the particular point on the slide. And the second one, watch your body position. When you are walking in front of a small room, it's rather easy to remember to stay to the side of your screen. A bleeding screen light will remind you if you forget. But in a large room with a big stage and elevate projects, it's easy to walk right in front of the screen and not only avoid bright light in your eyes. Avoid blocking any information your audience trying to see. It's because the screen is usually well above your head and frequently project from the rear. To do this smoothly and to keep as much of your body as you can facing your audience, make sure you are standing to the side of the screen. This will let you work comfortable and keep your head facing the audience. The third one is watch the speaker. Watching is a great presentation. It's like watching a great movie. The audience can be diverted by the message and get lost in the action. Imagine if you were watching a movie and someone all of a sudden hit an air horn. The air horn. That will be certainly get your attention. Well, being mixed up and walking in front of a speaker can just about do the same thing. Its feedback issues and your local AV can sometimes help you out of trouble. The suggestion is to phase out the room during your presentation. Speak mic check all parts of the room's feedback, particularly near the speakers, rather than cross your finger and hope the AV touch has the problem solved or that will remember where your line is put and a place of takedown to show you the line. You can pause and enjoy yourself. So about those, the first one, do not forget to practice with that remote. So most professional speakers carry their own remotes. But be aware, when you are presenting in a large home with AV on site, you often will not be allowed to use your own remote or your own laptop. Advancing the slide is usually not a problem, but moving backward can be. Practice using the remote, understanding what button to what, and figure out what the unique range of the remote you are using might be. The second one, is do not prepare too many slides. The mistake of providing too much information plagues not most speakers, and unfortunately this problem often spills over to the slides they produce. Too many slides are often used as a crutch and create a lack of spontaneity for the speaker and a sense of boredom for the audience. And if the problem of having too many slides isn't bad enough, usually those who suffer from this problem put too much into the slides. Too many slides with too much information on them can bring even the best presentation down. And the last one is do not forget to show up early. Most professional speakers know to show up early. Most of the speakers include a clause about showing up early in their contracts. The rule of thumb seems to be 60 minutes early. If you are delivering a small workshop, you are 100% in control of your AV, and an hour should be enough. However, if you are speaking in a large room and do not have control of the equipment being used, I'd suggest you get there early, really early, to prepare all the equipment, all the things you have to use will be ready for use. The best time to show up is when AV show up, and that usually around 6 a.m. This will give you time to work out the kinds because 6 a.m. The room will not be crowded. Set up your equipment, test it, and get comfortable with all those equipment that you will use. And go get a cup of coffee, and there will be plenty time to relax and remembering all the material that you will explain, and you will comfortable with your presentation. That's all about do's and don'ts in using visual aid. Thank you.